Hello, crafting friends. I'm just taking a minute to share my existing craft room, and for obvious reasons, you can see I have outgrown the organization. It was good for a while. Actually, I was really happy to have this room. It was the first time in 6 years that I had a room to myself. I had an office and a craft room, but I am literally like bulging at the seams. This is my closet. Like, there's no room to add anything. Not just to add anything, I have to move stuff around to get to stuff. Like, things don't go in, I have to reach into this deep dark hole and pull this out. And so I've decided, and there's stuff way back there. So I have decided to change rooms. You might hear my cat meowing at me. My stamp collection. There's stamps there I don't have a home from. Tools down in the bottom of my closet. Just, all the little bits and things. Like, I had good bones, but I just don't have enough room to spread out. So, like, I have to move 3 things to get something out of there, right? It's just not working anymore. So, we've decided that I've outgrown this room, although I was grateful for it. In the beginning, we have another room that I'm going to confiscate from the house, and I'll show you what that is next. So, this is my entryway, and I have this industrial door. There's no door here, so this became a catch-all room, and it's huge. And so I am going to take it over. But like, that's the stuff we pulled out of our vintage motorhome as we were updating it and stuff. So we want to wrap that. And this is currently snowmobile gear for my family of 4 who don't live here anymore. My kids are grown and moved out of the house. And we don't even have snowmobiles anymore. Yet I have helmets and fishing gear. Oh, and the camping gear, portable toilet, seats for our boat that doesn't exist anymore, shooting stuff, more camping gear. This fishing cabinet's gonna stay in here because it is one with the wall, and it was made by my father-in-law by hand for my husband, and it does house his fishing stuff, but the rest of it has got to go. The tattered curtains that the cat's been shagging on. Oh, look, more lanterns, books, a footlocker full of more camping gear. These cabinets are full of just miscellaneous collectibles. So the printer will stay. But other than that, the cat found a box she wants to play in. We're going to this is going to become my craft space. I'm going to reclaim it, and I look forward to sharing that bits and pieces of that video with you. So, this is the next evolution. I've got the room pretty much emptied out. I've got new curtains ordered. The fishing cabinet's gonna stay in here for now because it almost touches the ceiling every time we move it. It digs holes in the ceiling. And until my husband's room is cleaned out, I only want to move it once. So until my husband's room is cleaned out and there's a place for it, it's just gonna live there, and I'll deal with it. Not quite sure what I'm gonna do with that. She adopted this sleeping bag and sleeps looking out the window every day. So I'm going to have to find a solution for that in my new craft room. If you can see where she's laying. So these are empty. Oh my gosh, still get rid of that tower. These are storage solutions I've brought in. My printer is going to stay. Those are empty for storage. The only thing left is this corner. That is our snowmobile stuff, or our snow gear, helmet, shovels, bibs. And I haven't moved that. Eventually that's going to be my desk corner. But this, and that's original parts to our motorhome that we're restoring. And those are parts we're going to sell. However, we're not restoring, we're renovating. So we're selling some of the original parts because it's a 1976 GMC, and yeah, had to get rid of the shag carpet and some things like that. Anyways, only want my husband to have to move that once. And it's going into the room that I'm moving out of for Craftroom. So that'll be the last thing to go after I get my craft stuff in here. So, but other than that, I am good to clean and then rearrange and move in. That's going to be my craft table. Okay, so there we go. See you at the next stage. Okay, we're back for another stage. So my stuff's all in here. This stuff's all gone. Still gotta, there's that corner cleaned out. Now I just gotta organize everything, which is just, yep, okay. So I'll check in again when it's all finished. I'm back. So this is the final results. Gonna give you a little tour of how my craft room came out. So I moved my lamp over there. This is my mailing station, I guess, for lack of better. I've got my labels, my tapes. I haven't plugged in the scale yet, but I just got that because I'm tired of waiting in line at post office. Envelopes, padded envelopes, tissue. Then below that is my main office supplies, staples, things like that, extra clipboards, things like that. Sorry, my cat's going to make noise because it's early in the morning and she's quite annoyed that I'm not holding her. The other bin is I'm an author, and those are what I take. Those are my supplies for book signings, and then the two totes, that tote and that tote, are those formed collapsible totes that I carry books in to my book signings. So then let's see. Then this one, I'm going to back up a little. The top is storage. The books are my personal journals and things like that. And then I have my washi, which I outgrew my bin. I had only intended to live in my bin, but I was sent washi and some swaps. So I've got washi up there. I have to figure out what I'm going to do about that. My paperclip collection. It's just on an old-fashioned Rolodex. So you can flip through. So, I like that. These are different types of pens. My ink gels. These are distressed crayons and water tool, and then these are glitter and paint kind of things, and chalk pens. So those are specialty pens that I don't have a lot of. Planner stickers, other kinds of stickers, 3D stickers, things like that I use on my junk journals. Then a binder for pocket letters I receive, and a binder for stencils. Then that is stationery on the bottom, cards and stationery. The top is camera, let's see, I'm trying to touch. Okay, so that box is camera bits and, selfie sticks and stuff like that. That is card blanks. And I can pull those boxes out and set them on my work table and use them if I want, if I need to thumb through stuff. So that's fine. So then this is my kind of bits and bobs for different stuff. So I got drawer for doilies. I'm definitely a rummage through the drawer kind of organization person. Lace and tulle, ribbon on spools, then just trim, which is tangled mess because when I spilt it when I was moving it. Then this is my fabric scraps, my literally bits and bobs drawer. I have like index cards, coloring cards, playing cards, file folder, just pieces for junk journaling, cheesecloth, things like that. And then these are die cuts. I keep them in labeled baggies. Is that going to focus? Guess not, because it's focusing on my hand. And tags and journaling cards, and they're just standing up. I don't know if you can see, but I've got these real skinny, just probably Starlight pencil holders, or the long skinny, oh, you can see it from the front, the long skinny things. It helped everything stand up easier so I can thumb through it. So then this is envelopes and pockets. I don't know how much of this stuff you guys want to see, but just envelopes and pockets, napkins and bags, or no, I'm sorry, napkins and tissue paper. The bags are in the envelopes and pockets. Then I got postcards, post-it notes, colored pencils, more colored pencils, and my my drawing coloring books, adult coloring books. I have a travel pack because I take them camping with us, and then those are my extras that don't fit in the travel pack. My sewing shelf, so that's all my sewing tools and my sewing box. And then that bin has some doilies in it that I'm going to turn into a craft. So the top of that is all pending projects that I want to do, or that box has junk journals I've created. I don't have a storage system for, so they're just bagged up and safe. Then this is paint brushes, boho beads I've made, string, button collection, broken jewelry that I throw in there. My tools, I forgot to hang my little piggy up. Those are just scraps of paper. Scissors, gluing sources. Those are drawers from antique sewing machines that someone locally here takes apart and refurbishes into furniture, and he sells the drawer bits. So those are 1930 German drawers. They came off a 1930 machine, which I just love them. I think I like the idea of taking old stuff instead of throwing it away, refurbishing it. Glitter sequins, paper clips, because I have like 1,000 different kinds of paper clips and clips. I guess I'll show you my glitters and sequins collection. Okay, so that tin I got at a garage sale, actually, full of these brads. And so I just left it because it's those aren't real secure, and I don't want to spill that and have to pick it up. So these are all my charm making, jewelry making, hardware, bells, beads, wire, anything that I need to make charms for the junk journals and stuff. That down there is all books that I tear apart and use in my junk journals. Let's see, did I go down there? That turquoise basket is blank journals for just any purpose, not really anything that I've started working in or whatever. That basket is business stuff from my other office that I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to probably go through that. And then that's notebooks and stuff that I write in. a fiction. Like I have a binder for storytelling. So this is my office corner, or I should have gone, sorry, I'm going to go back around. Ignore the big box in my entryway because that's a new bed for a camper. So, of course, my husband's fishing stuff stayed. I did get new curtains because, yeah, those are both live plants. I swapped out, this is an old moving blanket, so I gave the cat her space, but I don't care if that blanket gets trashed. This corner, I'm going to back up again. That corner, I'm going to put in, I'm looking for a chair. But like a comfy chair for if I have somebody over can sit in, or I can sit in and read or whatever. So this is all my papery stuff. So that tin above is it's a cake pan that I do painting, spritz for overspray, coffee dyeing, anything like that, painting big things that need drippage, and then they sit in there and they can dry. This cabinet has different paper collections. So recipe cards, Christmas papers, Halloween papers, a project mermaid theme papers. Usually what I do is I collect stuff in these for a project, and it's a theme. And then special papers is like my vellums and things like that, which I actually have this drawer here, this really skinny narrow drawer. I don't know if you can see, that pulls out. I may end up putting those papers in here and freeing up another bin for a project, but I don't know. I haven't decided. Then my dye machine is under here in this little like cubby. And I keep it in the box because, yeah, it's just easier. My dyes are in that bin. And my punches. I haven't really used my dye machine. I got it at a garage sale. So these all slide out. And I scored a bunch of dyes. And I sold a bunch. So, oops, I'm getting you there. Okay. So that's that. This has my sewing machine down here. It's a nice tabletop, so I can take it out, put it on my table, and then use, you know, whatever I want to. I can paint on my table, I can whatever. So I like to keep things mobile. I guess that's because I have a lot of hobbies. This is my paper storage, and yeah, it worked in the other room. I'm going to have to go through it and change it here. My pads and special papers, and this one's organized by color and then theme. And then my cutting tools, scoring tools, and then our printer. Underneath there, I got a big bin of all my fabric that I'm collecting for quilting is in there. Oh, and then my drawers. Okay, so I have these drawers. I had my stamps organized in a clear shoe holder, which I loved, hung on the wall. Don't have a place to do that here, so I have these drawers. And also, I kind of outgrew that system. I also have this drawer full. This is the holiday ones. That was more backgrounds and stuff. And alphabet, but I had to change systems because I went to a garage sale, or no, an estate sale. My girlfriend and I split an estate sale, and we found all these Stampin' Up sets. We divided we took what we want, and then we sold the difference. So this is my stamp pads and inks. And those are my clear stamps and my stamp. I hope this is focusing. My acrylic blocks, my stamp cleaner, all that kind of stuff. Then, again, I have the skinny drawer. That's just the ink for my printer. Then under here, I have printer paper and paint pens, embossing pens, and actual acrylic paints, my brayer, my Gooby Gone. Then down here, it's just boxes of photographs, which is just where I store those, and I have to go through them and organize those, which I haven't done because I couldn't get into this room. So that little table has just my magazines and stuff, and like I said, there's going to be a chair here eventually. But this is my new office space. I'm pretty happy. I feel like I fit it well. It's going to be amazing. This is my desk area. So I have my receipts baskets, and just my desk is just functional. Sort of. It does. Then I have my cart, which has the things like the middle spot is Happy Mail I haven't sorted yet. Incoming Happy Mail. I have my wipies, my paper, which I roll up and make into bases for beads, so that's what's in that. I had my glue gun and hot air gun hanging on a hook on the side of my desk, but it was the other side, so I have to rehang that. So in the bottom is just my travel sticker pouch, which when I'm travel journeying, I just grab that pouch, and then underneath it is some things I'm working on. This is my little bulletin board of joy, things people have sent me, memorabilia, stuff that means something to me, a card from my kid, my other kids' dog tags, postcards people have sent me, my girlfriend gave me a flower, some old 4-leaf clovers that I found in a book I bought from 1950, an old dictionary. So just, this is it. I'm so happy to be in a bigger space and show you my organization so far. Now that I'm in a differently shaped space, I think I will have to rethink how I have done some things. I'm pretty happy with this stuff over here, but I think my paper storage is definitely going to have to be redone. So okay, thank you for sharing the evolution of my new craft room. It's been a long journey, as you have seen, and I'm really excited. If you have any questions about where I got anything, you know, I get a lot of stuff from garage sales. I'm just all about making see, she's gonna lay on her little spot. I'm just all about making a deal. So but other things, you know, if you saw something and you're curious how, where, whatever, put it in the comments and I will tell you what, or brand or whatever you need to know if I can. Okay, thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye.